I'm under attack. Oh my gosh, these people on Reddit are ridiculous. And this is why we make fun of Reddit, because you can just see how crazy these people are off the top. And I just made a couple posts about Absolute Wonder Woman, and I'm right. And I actually did a full review of the comic the other day. You can go check it out on the channel. And this is the way these people react. And I thought it was weird because I've been in El Salvador on vacation, just on the beach, just hanging out, and it's been beautiful, by the way. But I was getting a lot of violence threats, death threats, weird like personal attacks on me that, libel and things like that. And I'm like, where is all this coming from? And I guess it came from Reddit, because all these people, these weirdos were piling on me just because I don't like an art style for Wonder Woman. And it gets pretty funny because like you'll see how much they'll lie and pretend like Absolute Wonder Woman's something different than it actually is to make their points. I'll just go through the Reddit comments. I haven't even looked at them yet. There's a live reaction, even though it's recorded. So we're going to have fun with this. And I'll show you some of the funnier points that they made here and explain myself. I will defend my points on Absolute Wonder Woman because I'm right. Damn it. And I'm a comic creator myself, my friends. Please smash that like and subscribe button and grab my book. If you like classic storytelling, if you like good fun, if you like classic art styles, of course, that like from the 70s and 80s of comics, back when Marvel and DC had a house style, I honestly liked it a lot better than them trying to do this with superhero comics these days. We're bringing it back. We have a beautiful 66-page graphic novel. I just basically found out what you wanted out of a Space Marine book, military science fiction, made something badass, and it's for you. So check it out. It's in the description below, and you're going to love this. Like I said, I very much was cognizant of exactly what comic readers want and exactly what I want out of comics, and I think you'll very much enjoy this. Thank you guys for supporting our channel so far and making us crush this, despite all the weirdos out there. And if you're one of those weirdos, check out my book anyway. You'll love it. I mean, honestly, we did a great job, and this word needs to get out here about our graphic novels here. So thank you again for the support, and back this today. So here's our comment. Comicsgate loser. John Delarose trying to start a grift off Absolute Wonder Woman. Well, let's full stop here. I'll tell you right away, Wonder Woman is not a popular character. And because of that, starting a grift off of that doesn't make sense. I do a comic channel just because I really care about comics. Like this is not a place where I'm running my business, or I've got a main channel that's doing very, very well. Comics are not worth the time, frankly, if I'm trying to grift. And I just love them. And I don't like a lot of what Marvel and DC's done recently, and I want to call them out on that, and I want to be a force for change in the industry. I'm doing this purely for the culture war aspect of things. So it's not a grift whatsoever. And you notice they like again, Wonder Woman, if I want to cover any character, like this is like the last one to cover. Because again, very, very few people care. So I like how they throw loser in there too. Loser, like to try to make it like it's a... that validates their point. And, of course, they're going to get a bunch of validation from this in the comments, and that's why they did this. This Doc Holliday, you got a rainbow flag with the trans in the icon. There you go. And this is why I was getting attacked. So I said, I see not only did DC Comics give out a ton of review copies for Absolute Wonder Woman, and those reviewers were all instructed to say glowing things about it the day before it comes out to get a mass push to get it trending, and it was trending on X. And I found that kind of interesting because Wonder Woman never trends. So that was a big marketing push, and kudos to DC for doing that, because honestly, getting a lot of review copies out, having Scott Snyder and having all the big creators making a push, it helped. I mean, it really did help the sales, and that is the type of marketing groundswell that they need to keep things surviving. Now, they need to follow it up with just excellent books, and that's something I don't think they're going to do line-wide. I just don't think they're going to do it. And I said good marketing move, but it is a false groundswell. There's zero independent chatter about this book, and that's true. As I've looked around it, other than people who had advanced review copies, I didn't see a lot of people talking about it. I made a review of it. I didn't get a advance. Of course, they don't give me one, even though we actually get clicks on this stuff. But I mentioned also, which of course I don't know what they are saying about some grift. I said it was decent. I actually liked the book. I thought Absolute Wonder Woman #1 was okay. It was readable, and it's enough for me to actually read issue #2. But I hate these modern art styles where they intentionally make women look ugly and masculine. And as you can see, and what's interesting is the one on the left I got a lot of pushback on, saying that she didn't look masculine or ugly. I'm like, what? She's got like a very a V male torso right there, as you can see, and she's got like no sort of curves to her whatsoever, and then she's got a very pointy chin, and she's towering over a male soldier, looking buff and ridiculous compared to him. That I don't understand why you would say that. It doesn't look masculine. And Cersei, with these weird pictures, just looks completely, pretty ugly during this entire thing too, and has some pretty hard arms there for a witch. Like very weird design choices. Now I like the Wonder Woman armor and all that with the cloud sword from Final Fantasy VII, which it is. Looks pretty cool. But it definitely does look masculine, kind of ugly. And what's interesting is, like, when I got pushback on this, which I did from one of the woke weirdos, a couple of them, started here, ugly and masculine. Notice they don't take the interior art at all. They take a variant cover where somebody made her look more feminine with a much more rounded face, much puffier lips, got the eyelashes, and look at the curves of her body. This is not a male torso. This is a female. They took a very feminine picture of her that's very sexy looking, and use that as the example when this is what the interior art looks like. I mean, they lie to make their points. It's freaking crazy. But this is what SJWs always do. It feels like it bears mentioning, and this is the weird stuff. Tasteful hatred. Like they always say that we're hateful bigots and the like, right? But they even name themselves hatred. We don't hate anybody. I would prefer to have good comics and to have a lot of fun. And like I said, this was a pretty good comic. I didn't even knock it. I don't like that art style. It's well done for that type of art style, but that's just my opinion, bro, man. Feels like it bears mentioning the reason why John Delarose is largely not recognized by the comic scene. I think I'm doing okay. I got 5,000 subscribers and 226 backers on my project so far. I all right, whatever you say. And is banned from most major conventions. I'm banned from most major conventions? Okay. I was just at San Diego Comic-Con last year. Okay. I'm only banned from a convention once in 2018 called World Science Fiction Convention, which doesn't have anything to do with comics. And I sued them over what they did because they libeled me a racist bully. Can you imagine calling me a racist bully? And I sued them and I won, and they had to apologize to me. Is actually what happened. So here it is. Because he's a massive bigot who has done Holocaust revisionism. What the fuck? Okay. And frequently makes a habit of targeting and harassing creators. Well, I comment on stuff, and they don't like my commentary. And so that is why we're here, because, these people, instead of listening to their customers and listening to writers who know what they're talking about and people who understand this and actually love things, they always put people on these properties who don't particularly like the properties and then want to reinvent it and subvert expectations and the like. And I talk about that, and I say that's not good for the book when that happens. And so they don't like that. They don't like actual criticism. These people are very thin-skinned into the industry, and it's all a clout structure at this juncture. It's not actually anything that, it's not based on talent. You don't get hired based on anything like that. You get hired based on clout, and it is a disaster for the comic book industry. And since I want to actually do something with that, and again, there's no reason it's not a grift because, like, why would I bother? Why would I bother my time with this? This is just a wild sort of thing, all because I just said that I don't like this art style. And you notice how terrible, and again, they just went into nasty personal attacks on top of this. Like I got some threats. It was crazy. And so you can't criticize something that the woke like and woke comic book Twitter likes, and that's what it comes down to. Or you get this kind of treatment. And again, it's all based on a lie. This is a beautiful drawing. I wish the interior art looked like this. Moppy. That'd be amazing. That is my one criticism. And if that criticism was something like this, and this was the interior art, I'd probably call this a 10 out of 10 book. Honestly, that's what I was looking for out of Wonder Woman. So don't like it all you want. It's just my opinion, man. And I'm sorry, but gosh, Reddit came insane all because I just talked about comic books. That's who these people are, and that's what we're fighting against, and that's why we're fighting, and we got to maintain our space in this industry, guys, because otherwise, so goes the culture, so goes everything else. All right, leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit the like and subscribe button. Do check out my Emerald Array graphic novel. Like I said, buy this because it's going to be a good book, guys. And I listen to you. I listen to comic book readers. This is what we've been looking for the whole time, and it'll be very enjoyable. It's in the description below. Thank you again for the tremendous support. Comic book community. I appreciate you for being there.